Bienvenidos, and welcome back to another episode of the Nomads and Nimble Shadow podcast, trading the high-stress life of first responders for a life of adventure on the road. This podcast is brought to you by Kendra, a retired police officer, and her husband, Sean, a retired public safety officer. They have been on the move since August 9th, 2025, and are currently living in Central America. Traveling with them is their service dog, Django, also known as Señor Guapo.
Healthcare. We're down here. One of the questions we get many times is, what about healthcare? What if you guys need to go to the doctor? What do you do? How much does it cost? Are there people that come out of caves with sticks that help you in the doctor's office?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Today we answered that question.
Yeah. Well, I've been thinking about this a lot because one of the big decisions we need to make here is if we're here part of the year and traveling in an RV the other part of the year, where do you get your health care? Where's your home base? So although we have health care with Kaiser through my employer, it's expensive.
How expensive is it? How expensive is it just to have health insurance and not actually use it per month?
I think we pay about $1,600 a month. It was up to $2,000 when we covered my daughter, but we just cut her, so I think it just went down to like $1,600 a month.
Okay, so $1,600 a month, and when you walk in to actually get something done,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
an extra copay and extra fees that go with that. So it's
Right.
minimum.
Yeah. And, it's a frustrating system because you have to schedule things weeks in advance unless it's an urgent care visit. And if we're traveling, how do we do that? How do we coordinate our doctor's appointments? So
We can't. With the way it is right now, if I've got a weird lump under my eyelid I need checked out, you call Kaiser, it's 2 months out. And then when you get to the doctor's appointment, they have to go to a specialist, and that's another 2 months out.
another referral to another procedure.
Yeah. Hard to do when
Nothing's
you're
ever
traveling.
done in like a one-stop shop.
No.
It's always like the starting point, and then you get referred out, and then you have to wait for insurance to approve or deny whatever it is your doctor wants you to do.
Yeah, everyone knows it. Everyone lives it in their own variation. It's
we're
very
fortunate
expensive.
to be able to have it. There's a lot of people who will not be able to afford it, so we're
Yeah.
fortunate. But here, since we moved here, we have been asking our neighbors, what do you do? Because they are expats. What do you do for health insurance, and what does that look like? Do you have anything in the States anymore, or is it all here? So one of the neighbors, Thomas, forwarded me an advertisement for a private insurance company. It's called Sana Sana, that contracts with the hospital called SEMA. It's supposedly the best hospital in Costa Rica. And I thought, okay, I'll take a look. And then they were offering a special deal. If you booked an appointment in the month, if you made your appointment in December, they were going to offer you the opportunity to have a whole bunch of health screening tests. So we signed up for that. So we did that today. Do you want to tell everybody what was included in that whole exam?
Sure. When you go to the doctor's office right now, you think about, okay, how long am I going to be in between these different sections of testing and examinations? So you bring a book, you bring something to do, you bring a phone charger because you know your battery's going to go dead. We walk into the hospital and ask, where this place is, and a person stands up and escorts us to this part of the hospital. There's a concierge that meets you, introduces herself, speaks Spanish and English very well. Escorts you to the first part of the process, walks through the process, but gives us an escort to the first process, and we're on foot the whole time. We're walking, and then she walks us right to the registration desk. We register, we pay the fee that we've already paid for the services. And before I can sit down or even pull my phone out of my pocket, my name gets called and I have a blood and urine draw, just like that. And same with you, basically. As I disappeared, you started getting your name called too. So these are the following procedures that we did today because we just signed up for this process. Blood and urine draw I talked about. You get an ECG and vitals. Walk right from there to ultrasound. They ultrasound all of your abdominal cavity and go, and they're very thorough. You go right from there to a body scan, which is a device that you stand on that basically measures your body fat percentage and
water content, electrical
connectivity.
In your cells. Yeah, it's really interesting.
And then because they wanted us to fast for 12 hours, they gave us, they provided lunch for us. So they walked us to a little cafe and we sat down and we got to order a couple different things off the menu and coffee. And that's paid for. We didn't have to pay for anything of that. And then as soon as we're done with that, we get escorted back. We meet a doctor and we both get a 1 hour screening result of everything they did, every marker they're looking for, basically every examination of every sample you provided, including your ultrasound, for an hour. I talked about preventative medicine, where you are right now, health-wise, what you need to work on, and then you get a physical examination in that room, from top to bottom, a really good assessment. So all in all, it probably took us, man, I can't remember the time, but
yeah, we were there all afternoon. We left there around 3:30, I think it was.
Okay, and we got there at 9 with lunch in there.
Right.
Okay, very thorough, very nice.
And they're going to send a document by Friday. She's going to take all of the information we've provided to her. We have to send her some information that we didn't know the answers to on prior tests and medications and stuff. And then she's going to put all of that together in a big document, which is your personalized plan. So, for me, I need to lose 10 to 15 pounds around my middle and just work on my nutrition a little bit. Those are the big recommendations for me. Everything else looked pretty good. And for you, work on some nutrition stuff, right?
Nutrition stuff to try to get my inflammation down because my cholesterol is so high. And I have a really high marker in my genetics that they have this new marker and that says that you're very genetically predisposed to high cholesterol. And I'm that guy. So I give it to my kids and I got it from my dad and the whole thing.
Yeah. So all of that was done today. We were at the hospital most of the day. I'm wondering what people think that costs.
Yes. How much would that cost? By the way, where could you go to get that in one fell swoop? No way. No way.
Right. I mean, it didn't compare to any physical I've had in the States. They'll do a blood draw, maybe urine, but you're not getting an ultrasound.
No.
Insurance company has to approve an ultrasound. There needs to be a reason why you get an ultrasound. Yeah. It's not just because to probe around and look, right?
Yeah.
That costs money. So, yeah, you wouldn't get that. That in-body scan, I've never seen any of my doctors ever use that equipment.
It's a lot easier than dunking in a pool of water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So just off the top of your head, how much did that cost for those of you listening?
Yeah.
Our ride there to the hospital almost cost as much as right. Our exam.
Yeah.
It was $100 a piece plus the $15 body scan. So $115 a piece for that. And all the results given to us. We have to go through some vault with PIN numbers to get my results of a test.
Yeah.
I just have it.
Right. Yeah. It was really, really... I felt like we were on a date doing some new adventure because I was excited to go. Not excited to, of course, see results because you never know. It's scary, but it was like a fun adventure, a little date today. I enjoyed it. I was like, what is this going to be?
I liked getting our results in front of each other oh my God.
I liked that also because I felt like there were no surprises, really. We both knew what each other's, challenges were going to be, but it helps us both hold each other accountable.
But be honest, too, because you're competitive. You were like, ooh, I wonder what his labs are. I beat him on that one. I beat him on that one.
No, that's you. That's you. I did beat you on the in-body, even though I carry the extra weight. I carry extra weight, but a lot of it's muscle. So, sorry, bub. It's just the way it goes. Yeah, I was like 80. She's like, good job. Most people are like 50, 60. I got an 85 on that. And I'm in the overweight category, but so much of it is muscle density. I have big muscular legs and hips and all that. So that helps overall. But I still need to lose about 10, 15 lbs.
I can't put a muscle on me to save my life.
I know. You're the opposite.
Most
right?
of my weight is bones and skin.
Why was your number not better, though? What was the...
It's mass to ratio of muscle.
Oh, just because you're an ectomorph, you're
Yeah.
just a small guy that's not going to bulk up.
No.
I love how people have told you so many times, like, no, if you do this, you're gonna bulk up, bro. Oh, no. You know, if you just eat this much protein, take testosterone.
You have to break through it. But don't get me wrong. I have seen people that look like me, you know, commit.
Yeah.
Eat the right thing. You can put on weight with muscle, but I don't think it stays as well. And I don't think, but I just do bare minimum. You want me to do 25 push-ups?
Yeah.
I might do 26.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to change your genetics. I'm built exactly like my mom and my grandma.
I built exactly like my mom too. Oh.
No, you're not.
I built like my grandpa Nunes.
Yeah. I was like, you and your mom are opposites. You're not even built like your dad. I don't know who you're built like.
I don't. I have to the milkman maybe.
Oh no. Because you know why I know? Because you have Portuguese moles growing on you already.
Hey guys, everybody out there that's Portuguese, man, my genes for like skin. When I was a kid, baby smooth. I could get a tan no matter what. Now, I think I'm growing some armor on me. I've got different scales. I'm getting these weird
growths.
Man, for my Portuguese brothers and sisters out there, what is happening to our skin?
You always say you're turning into a toad.
Aaron, yeah, like weird science.
Oh, like Chet.
Yeah,
Chet was
like
the
Chet.
older toad brother in Weird Science. It wasn't even a toad. It was just like a big pile of yucky, right? It was just like a big...
She put a curse on him. I don't know. I think I was 8.
That was a great movie.
Weird Science?
Oh, yeah. For that time,
Oh,
at
sure.
the time, it was one of the classics from
Yeah,
that
but
era.
don't watch it now. You'll be very
I
disappointed.
know, but it's fun. I think Breakfast Club held up pretty well.
It did.
Yeah. Pretty in Pink,
Still.
16 Candles.
Nope.
Not 16 Candles? Come on.
Not for me. I missed all that, but I did get hit
Yeah.
by the Breakfast Club.
Yeah. What about, what was the one with the Brat Pack?
Nope, didn't see that. Outsiders?
St. Elmo's Fire.
I see.
St. Elmo's Fire, right?
Okay. Hey, that was a weird segue from medical to TV shows.
That's true. It was. Oh, going back to the medical. Okay, so we signed up with this Sana private insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Mm-hmm. We're not residents here. We're just visitors. You can just sign up and pay into their private insurance. Okay? For 2 people, $36 a month.
Oh, $36?
$36 a month for 2. If you have a group of 3 to 5 people you want to cover, it's $48 a
Oh
month.
my gosh, that's ridiculous. I'm moving back.
This is what so that insurance is not all inclusive, right? It's not going to cover all your cancer treatments. Where if we're in Kaiser, once we hit our deductible, the $2,000 a month is going to buy us cancer treatments until
Correct.
cancer's gone, right? Once you hit your deductible. So that's not the case with this private insurance.
But what you met a guy named Alex today, and he said that they pay $4,000 a year for the deductible, and then they get it walk in and they can do whatever they want for the rest of the year for free.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So we get, annual medical evaluation, which includes medical consultation, exercise prescription, abdominal ultrasound, ECG, blood tests, general stool test, and a personalized health guide with 3 goals and continuous follow-up and more. So that's what we did today. That's included every year.
So today's our baseline.
Yeah. Additionally, a 40% discount on labs, imaging, and endoscopies, a 20% discount on physiotherapy and podiatry, home care service 15 days a year, so if you're laid up, scheduled ambulance transfers with a 25% discount. Then it includes an annual medical evaluation that we talked about. And oh, I see. This is there's like different profiles. So we signed up for the big one that included all those things that I just read.
I have a question for you. Are you done with that?
Yeah.
You said standard stool sample. What's
Not
what's a
special.
non-standard
Maybe
stool
non-standard, you're a little loose that day, or maybe the non-standard is testing for a specific parasite or something that's not usual.
Okay.
I don't know. Or maybe the method of collection is non-standard. Maybe they're coming in after it. They're not having you bring it in passively. They're gonna get it.
No, they're coming from the top.
Oh, that's terrible.
Hey, I forgot to say one more thing about what they did. If they recommend something that you do, like a colonoscopy or an endoscopy, like, hey, you guys are of age, you should be considering doing these things as preventative medicine.
Yeah.
We haven't done that yet. Oh, no problem. I'll schedule you an appointment right now. Appointment scheduled.
On the day I requested.
On the day
I
that
said,
you
hey,
requested.
it would work
Yeah.
on this day because we're coming back there for the calcium tests because they're replacing and getting a better machine. So we're going back on the 20th, and I was like, since we're coming back for that, can we do our colonoscopy, both of us, the same time, same
Double
day?
date.
Double date. Yeah. Like
You guys have heard of a couples massage? Is there a couples colonoscopy?
We'll let you know.
Moon River.
It also includes, all of these packages also include like free parking, 20% on hospitalization and surgeries, concierge, VIP registration. You get your medical record digitally. That in the States, it's all a big mystery. Like you can log in, get stuff, but like prior to recently, everything was like
Right.
a mystery, right? Like
Right.
what am I diagnosed with? You can just message them on WhatsApp and they respond.
Oh, yeah,
right
the old
back.
WhatsApp. You guys have
Yeah.
been listening. You know about WhatsApp. Even the doctors have
Yeah.
WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Hey, I got this thing on my back. Can you take a look at this, doc?
Yeah. General physician consultation for $15. So if like you just need to talk to a doctor for something,
Oh, brother.
that's included.
No one wants that job.
External partners, emergency dental care at no cost. Periapical, I don't know. X-ray, resin, or simple extraction at no cost for emergencies. Dental cleaning for $30.
Wait a minute. Is that when something's stuck in your perineum
No.
or your...
I don't know what this word is. Periapical or periapistal.
DiLorenzo's looking it up right now.
Yeah, it's the X-ray. It's the dental X-ray that you get from the doctor.
Spell it for me.
Peri, P-E-R-I.
Yeah.
A-P-I-C-A-L. X-ray.
Oh, yeah, teeth.
Yeah.
Teeth.
That's what I'm talking about, dentistry right now.
Okay.
Okay. 80% discount on psychology and nutrition consultations. Psychology, $30 in person. 10 virtual. If you just want to do Zoom, it's $10. I think we pay what, $200, $250 a session or something. Yeah. Nutrition, $15 in person, $10 virtual. Virtual ontological coaching, 6 sessions per year at no cost. And telemedicine with a general doctor free 24/7. That's what it includes.
Wow.
Yeah. For $36 a month.
Dollars.
Yeah.
For the whole family. For us.
For both of us together.
Right.
So $18 a piece. It's craziness.
It's crazy.
And then I've talked to people. So my question then is, okay, well, that's all great for the day-to-day preventative stuff, right? But what if you get a cancer diagnosis? So like the guy was saying today, his wife had cancer and this is her 3rd year of treatment. And he said she's gotten better treatment here than in the States. She gets her own private room for her chemo infusion, her own private nurse for that. They bring her meals. It's not a room full of 20 people all sitting in chairs with one nurse trying to take care of them. And once they hit their $4,000 deductible, everything else for the rest of the year is free. So he said the last 2 years they hit that within 2 weeks because of her cancer. He said this year it'll probably take a couple of months because she's doing much better. But yeah, I mean, so the money that we will save in our monthly copay, put it in an account for an emergency here, but an emergency here is much less. Our neighbor had a big surgery for like $10,000 It was a heart surgery. And someone else that we play pickleball with told me he had a surgery, was in the hospital for 4 days, had a private nurse the whole time, and it was $14,000. I mean, that's not even our full year of, that's 7 months worth of our copay.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make any sense to continue paying Kaiser when we have equally good. And then we were talking about the quality of the healthcare here. It's always rated very high. People travel here.
Oh, talk about medical school. This is crazy.
Medical school. So there you have a couple of options here. There's the public medical school and then a private one. And the public one, if you go, it's like $1,000 a semester because the government pays for education here. And the private one is about, I think she said $6,000 or $7,000 a semester.
But the difference is
if you go to public school, you have to then work for the government for like 4 years or something. And so which is great. They get experience, right? And the government's getting back something for the free education or the almost free education. And then a lot of them, they'll have office hours in the evening for their private practice while they're paying off their government time. And then once they're done with their government time, they've already established a practice.
So the people that went to the private school that paid a little bit more on the front end,
can go right into private practice
right away.
Which, I mean, do you want that? Don't you want? I'm sure they all have to do the same kind of rotations and stuff.
Sure.
But don't you want a doctor that's had to work in a government hospital and sees everything?
Yeah.
They see a lot. So that's private insurance here. Public insurance here is not like that. It's all of the complaints that you have about socialized medicine, so there's long waiting periods.
It's like Canada. You're going to get seen and it's going to be taken care of, but it's not going to be right away.
No. So for stuff for people who are poor and cannot afford the $36 a month, they're having to deal with the public health system.
Yeah.
So, but nobody here goes without healthcare, and nobody here is going bankrupt because of medical bills.
Right.
So.
Yeah. So it's a win-win. We haven't found anything wrong with the system yet. It sounds too good to be true, but that extra $1,600 a month is really going to help towards, future trips with the kids or whatever.
For sure.
Yeah.
You just put it in an account, even just a medical savings account. So it's growing interest. At least it's your money, and, you can use it for different medical things or whatever. And then at the end of the year,
sorry, Kaiser, you're not going to get our money.
Yeah. Yeah. It's scary, though. It's scary. It's a big decision. It's kind of like the decision to move here. It's a big, scary step of like, okay, I'm going to turn off my health insurance in the States. What happens to me? What happens if something goes wrong when we're visiting home?
We use the emergency credit card that we have stored away for that and get into that savings account we've been saving.
Mm. Yeah.
And have to keep you away from anything that's breakable.
Yeah. What were some of the doctor's recommendations? Nutrition-wise, it was eat more of a Mediterranean diet.
Well, yeah, for me, you're talking about me.
Yeah, I think both of us, we both had different ones.
Right. We both have about the same kcals a day, 16 and some change. And I think that I make the mistake sometimes of not eating enough protein or doing that kind of stuff. But I also know that my cholesterol's super duper high. And nothing I've ever been able to do is change that except for when we went paleo.
Yeah.
Really quick, cholesterol is based on inflammation in your body. And if you're eating too much sugar or you're reactive to something, it's like putting a fire hose on a fire. Cholesterol is like a soothing thing for your body. But high cholesterol is bad because it creates clots and stuff. So they've always thought my cholesterol is so high I have to go on statins, and I don't want to go on statins because of all the studies that are out there. Statins are terrible for you, and you have to stay with them forever. Mm-hmm. You have to keep taking them. So the pharmaceutical businesses out there are just loving it, and statins, I don't like the side effects. I don't like the stuff. Maybe they've improved. I doubt it. And I've done a lot of reading about like how cholesterol isn't that bad if it's high, as long as you're doing the right things to keep fit.
And you have to determine, there's like the fluffy particles or the like concentrated ones. So you have to, the dense or the fluffy, you have to figure out which of those is high. Mm-hmm. And then your triglycerides factor in. There's so many different things other than just one high number.
Right.
So it's complicated, and
Right.
you need to, before you commit to a pharmaceutical, it's a big decision.
Yeah. So we eat more farm to table, no bread, specific alcohols, no beer, no kind of sugary extra stuff. My cholesterol went down. And I think my inflammation went down. That's why. But it's hard to eat like that. It's hard to do that. It's hard to keep that up.
Yeah.
But maybe we can try that again. But the sourdough is right here in the
I
cabinet.
know, that sourdough is calling my name. It's so good. I know it's hard because, there's lots of information out there about what's happening in the brain when you're eating and hitting that dopamine button. And it's hard. Our food is hyper palatable, but we eat pretty well. The quality of what we eat is pretty good. We don't drink sugary drinks. We don't drink soda. We don't add sugar to things. I mean, we're doing pretty good. We eat a lot of vegetables. Where do we go wrong though? It's the ice cream. I think it's the ice cream and the bread.
And that, thanks to the Di Lorenzo's, I like cake now, so I keep eating cake.
Yeah, cake.
By the way, Tres Leches cake is like the weirdest cake ever. It's just wet cake. But it's also good.
It's delicious.
We talked about
it. Is delicious, but it's soggy, right? Like you have to get used to the fact that you have a soggy, wet cake. Would you take that or like a really rich chocolate layer cake?
Chocolate layer cake for sure.
You would. Okay.
Yeah, with coffee or milk.
Oh.
An ice cold glass of milk.
Not milk. Okay. Would you take the layer cake, the chocolate layer cake, or cheesecake?
It depends on the cheesecake. It depends on the cheesecakes. A regular standard cheesecake, the chocolate cake. The cheesecake that I had the other day from Caminata with the chocolate on top.
I gotta have some of this cake.
Cream cheese,
Yeah.
and then I think it was like peanut butter or caramel on the
Oh
bottom.
my
It
gosh.
was like to die for. So
yeah.
I would pick that over the chocolate cake.
Okay, so all right, we've got the decadent crema y nata cheesecake or carrot cake.
The
cheesecake.
The cheesecake.
The cheesecake. Okay.
I got one for you. The cheesecake or avocado?
Oh, the cheesecake, I think.
How about both?
One of each, please. Yeah.
All right, now we got to cheesecake somehow. Anyway, so I'm stoked. This is going to be great. More money.
More money. Yeah. Which will help pay off the Wonder Box.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope it works out. It's scary. It's a scary big jump from everything you're used to and conditioned to believe is
It's the same
best
scariness
choice.
that you feel when you're planning a trip to like the Philippines or something as you've never traveled. It's scary, like,
Yeah.
And after a while you're like, I love it here. Like, why wouldn't I have come before? So,
Yeah.
and if it doesn't work out, guess what? We just get insurance again. With a big injury in between.
No. But yeah, the other thing that is kind of cool to talk about. So we've got vegetables being delivered. We have heavy cream and bread being delivered. We have now eggs being delivered from a local pasture-raised farm. We don't have a car. It's working out okay, but it would be nice to have a car.
It would
Right?
be really nice. But I'm really struggling to see what kind of car that we should get. Because they're so expensive.
Yeah, they're pretty expensive. So you want to make the right decision, but also we're trying to save for the Wander Box. So does it make sense for us to buy a new car right now?
Definitely wouldn't be new, but I know.
I
what
mean,
you
a
Yeah.
new to us car,
Yeah.
buy a car right now when we're only here another 2 months and we've managed to go without it. We've rented for a few weeks and been on foot and we've figured it out. We hire a driver, we get a taxi, do an Uber, whatever. And then social networking. It's at this point, like I can't do all the things that I want to do. There's so much going on here that I have to pick and choose. Like, do I want to go with the hiking group and go hiking? Or do I want to go, I don't know, play pickleball? Do I want to go play pickleball or do I want to go play poker? Do I want to, it's like gringo bingo.
It's like we're on a big
belly
cruise ship.
dancing.
We're on a big cruise ship.
Yes. Yeah. There's a women's lunch on Tuesdays. I went to the women's lunch. I've only been able to get to one since we've been here. There were 25 women there. 25 women. The restaurant was...
Did anyone walk in and then just walk right out?
No, but I feel like the serving staff looked a little surprised. And then I was thinking about it. I didn't tip enough. I need to go back and like give them a tip for the fact that they had to deal with like 25 people without prior reservations for 25.
Oh, no.
Everybody just shows up. Right? Oh, I can't imagine. Yeah. So, but 25 women, it's a small town in that respect. Everybody seems to know of other people, but it's too much to do. I need more downtime.
Yeah. Tomorrow's pickleball. And then game night.
Game night. So Vanessa and Dawn, you're going down. Going down. I don't know on what, with what game. I don't have any idea what we're going to play, but for sure you're going down. And then we met another couple, or I did. You haven't met them. A couple named Claudia and Rose, and they have been traveling the world for the last 8 years. And they're new to Atenas. I met them at the women's lunch, so I'm really curious to hear their story and what's it like traveling full time for the last 8 years. Yeah, they were telling me really interesting. It started with a tour called the 5 Stands. So they went to like Uzbekistan and Turkmenistan and Kazakhstan, and I don't remember the other two, but they Kyrgyzstan or whatever it is. I'm terrible with the stands apparently, but anyway, they went for something called a tour and then something called the Nomad Games, which we looked up, and that looks wild. That looks like something I would totally want to go do. It's like the Olympics for that region, that Central Asian region's historical games. And one of them is like beheading a goat.
They behead a goat and then they carry it around on horseback and throw it into goals. So you see this body of this animal getting hurled.
But I think for the games, in the small villages, she was saying they do the real thing. But in the games, they have like a dummy, you know, like a CPR dummy, but in a goat form with no head. So
they couldn't invent another thing that you could throw instead of a dead
animal. It's got to be shaped like a goat. It's tradition.
But whoever invented that game didn't just look around and like, oh, there's a chair. I could just throw
Well, they probably had to
around.
Cook the goat anyway. They probably needed to eat the goat.
Tenderizing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, you know, singeing everything off. So they just turned that into a game.
All right.
Yeah. So super interesting. And so anyway, they were telling me, or one of them was telling me a little bit about that trip and how it kind of led to the full-time traveling. And then they were in Guatemala during the lockdown, et cetera. So it was this really interesting story. And we had a lot in common, including our prior careers, also retired law enforcement, one of them. So they're going to come over for game night. Because she said, do you know anybody who does game nights around here? It's like, yes, I do.
She's hitting on you.
No, she wasn't. She's probably going to listen to this because we're going to tell her about the podcast. You should probably
Well,
cut,
I mean,
cut that out.
That sounds like a pickup line. Like,
no,
you
she
know
was
anyone who
sitting
does
right
game
next to her
nights?
partner.
Is
No.
game nights code for something?
No, not in this household anyway.
We'll have to add to this later. There's only 30 minutes.
Oh, it's only been 30 minutes?
We'll have to do a podcast.
No, it can be a 30-minute. Who cares?
No, maybe.
It's on point.
All right. Good night, everybody.
All right.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Hello, everybody. We're doing our podcast today from the other side of Costa Rica. Costa Rica is a very interesting country in that it has an east coast and a west coast. The whole country does, just like the United States. But Costa Rica is small, and you can drive from one to the next in a couple hours. And it's completely different.
Completely different, yeah. Yeah, it very much feels like Hopkins, Belize.
Yes, and that doesn't really help our viewers. So think, okay, a mix between Jamaica, stilt houses, bright blue, kind of run down,
Like a beach vibe.
water worn.
A beach vibe,
like a beach
right?
house.
Like a Rasta beach vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On cement blocks and stuff because the water comes up. And when I was talking about going on this trip to the Caribbean side of Costa Rica, Sanjeev had said, it's totally different. It's totally different. You come down this mountain and it's totally different. So in my mind, I pictured this big plain, like almost like a developed Hopkins feel with much more developed, like ports and industry.
Oh, okay.
But
because you had not done any like research or anything on the Caribbean side,
right. There's a lot of the Caribbean people that were brought here for slavery that had they were on the Caribbean side of it, so the food's influenced by that. Creole food. We had some Jamaican food. So it's just different, very slow. So it reminds me a lot of Belize. And what the reality was, it's not a big plain that you can see everything. It's a thick jungle with big tall trees and kind of a darker, more Jurassic Park looking beach.
Yeah, and the tree, like the jungle comes right up to the beach.
The jungle's touching the beach. It's very interesting. So that's very cool. The birds are different and beautiful. There's so many toucans. And when you look up, there's monkeys. I saw spider monkeys, capuchin, and howlers today.
Yeah.
And that's not something we see when we're at home.
Not squirrel monkeys, spider monkeys, the bigger ones with the long prehensile tail.
Yes.
Yeah. They're so, that we watched the howler monkeys from the beach for quite a while.
Yeah.
He didn't like being watched.
No, he kept throwing his fruit at me. Every time I'd move, he'd throw a piece of fruit at me. It's like the size of
It was the pit.
It's like a hard lemon.
I think it's an almond. I think it's those beach almonds, and so that's like the pit that it's throwing at you. So it like scrapes the.
He was throwing me something. He had no bites at all, and was just throwing them at me.
Did he hit you with any?
No.
Because you got reflexes
I
like
know.
a cat.
No, I don't. I just realized he was doing it. And what's that bird that I love? God, we're old people talking about
The Orpendola?
Easy for you to say.
Orpendola.
It makes this robotic noise. It's so cool.
Yeah, it sounds like a machine, like a.
Yeah, and he was also making rustling noises like bushes with his
voice.
It sounded like
Yeah.
Me jumping on a big branch, how the leaves go back and forth, and that's the noise he was making with his bill.
Yeah, that was really interesting.
And we have that recorded.
Mm-hmm. That was really
I'll put it in this.
Interesting. Yeah, there were macaws and green parrots and 2 or 3 different types of toucans.
Mm-hmm.
The rainbow-billed one.
Yeah.
I can't remember what that one's called. And then the yellow-neck one and some of the arakaris, I think, which are a type of toucan or similar, close relative.
Very cool sounds. We rented a rental car, obviously. Rented a rental car. We rented a 2-wheel drive, front-wheel drive car. Because, hey, we don't really need a 4-wheel drive. That's dumb. Well, apparently on the Caribbean side, you do need a 4-wheel drive. And on the way here, we stopped at a waterfall to kind of break up the drive a little bit. And she's like, here, turn right. And it was like... just this like right turn off the road and then straight up the mountain. I was like, are you sure? Like, she's like, yeah, that's it. So I'm giving her all she's got to try to get this car up this mountain. And that had a regular, was that asphalt? Rock?
It was initially asphalt and then it became rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then that was kind of sketchy. So then we pull into the place, and to my right is a reception shack, and it looks like, I don't know, it looks like a storage facility.
Yeah.
And then there's a woman to my left who looks like she's living in the woods, kind of a woman. Well, that was a reception person, so $4 a piece?
Yeah, $4 US a piece. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so $8, and you got to park. She said, be careful, it's slippery. So we drive a little further, and now the dirt's turned into slippery clay mud and grass and some hills. So I glide her into a stop. And I'm like, well, that should be interesting getting out. And we walk down this slippery.
Oh my God, so
clay.
slippery clay.
You may or may not have fallen.
I did fall.
And you're wearing like barefoot shoes. I had my hiking boots on just watching you ride the roller coaster.
Yeah.
We saw a bullet ant on the way there. So keep in mind, we're going down towards this awesome waterfall. It takes about 20 minutes. I see a bullet ant. I usually don't pick stuff up, but there it was. I got a video of it. We go to the waterfall. It's fantastic. It's beautiful. We take lots of photos. It's kind of like two that come into one right there. That was really pretty with the waterfall and the leaves. And then we had to climb back up that hill. Well, on the way back up the hill in the heat, we see the same bullet ant, but it's being completely like carried and attacked by millions of those little black ants.
Those little tiny
Little
ones.
teeny black ants. And they were, and it was fighting for its life. It was like Godzilla with a whole bunch of people on it.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like.
And it seemed like it got away at the very end. We videotaped it. It must have taken 6 minutes for it to get away from where it was.
Yeah, it made its way away from the hole.
Oh, and the other thing, when we got to that ant, I think maybe the bullet ant was trying to screw with its larva, maybe, or trying to get in there, because there was another bullet ant, we called it his girlfriend, who was being pulled. She didn't make it, and she got pulled into the...
Can you imagine how terrifying that would be if you were that ant? It's so terrifying. The idea that these like things have their mandibles on you and they are dragging you in,
thousands of them.
To like
and
a dark
know it.
Cave.
And the softest parts of the face, of the ant's face, how are they going to get in there and kill it? Oh, terrible.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know. I want to know why they were there. We made it that it was like a romantic date where he was going to take her to, I know this place
like
where
it's a buffet.
Really good ant larva. And then get attacked, and then the girlfriend gets pulled in. I think he may have made it out.
You think so?
Yeah.
He left her.
He watched her go down the hole.
He did.
So then we get back up to the car. No, then we do a little outlook. And I'm eyeballing the car as we walk by, like, I'm never getting out of here. And the reason I was worried more than before was I have a motto when it comes to driving. What's the motto I always tell you?
Set yourself up for success.
That's right. Meaning that when you're planning on leaving, make it as easy as possible, like when you're pulling a trailer, etc. So for this, there was a steep road to my left, a little parking area to my right, and then it just went into the abyss of mud, slippery mud. So I knew I couldn't go any further, so I pulled over with the understanding that I would have as much room to manipulate and maneuver to get that like U-turn done without having to go up and down the hill. But when we walked back up the hill, someone had parked right behind me, like almost touching my rear bumper.
Oh my
so
God.
The car was on a decline down.
Yeah.
And then
with the nose down.
With the nose down.
Nose down.
Towards the really, really bad mud. I had about 100 feet to go. And then whatever.
Front wheel
drive. Yeah. So anyway, you go and look at the lookout. It's beautiful. And walk back, we get in, and you're covered in mud, by the way, right?
Yeah.
Your shoes had like gotten all this mud for whatever it caked on. So
and it was all over my butt and my...
And Django was dirty. Everybody was dirty with mud. So we get back in, and I pull forward just a little bit. And as soon... Actually, when we pulled forward a little bit, I think when I put the brakes on and we kind of slid a little bit.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, no. Oh, no. So then I was able to get enough speed going uphill, slipping and sliding along the way uphill, and I pushed backwards, and I pushed my back end as high as I could on that hill. And then as soon as I started doing it, we literally like slid from the right side of the road, no, the left side of the road to the right, almost into the car that was parked there. And then, when did you tell me? Anyway, we backed up, and I got out of there without much problem, but it could have gone very badly. But that's about the time that I thought was hilarious. The worst part is this big muddy hole. It looks like rhinoceroses played in it with elephants. And I was like, that looks...
It's like a big divot right at the bottom of it.
That looks really bad. What do you think? Like, I'm thinking, like, I can't go around this. I'm not sure if we're going to make it. I really want to gun it and embarrass us to get through it. And your advice was, well, you could try it. Dude, in four-wheel driving, there's no try it because we have nothing. Like, Yep, we didn't make it. Anyway, the 100 miles an hour thing worked. Fast forward to 3 hours when we get to our place.
The jungle, yes.
We had like a jungle lodge Airbnb set up, but you do some talking now. I just talked for a long time.
Well, I mean, when I was booking it, it was somewhat last minute. It was just a couple weeks ago. And you had asked that I keep the budget pretty low because we are saving up for the Wander Box. And I looked in this area. I don't know anything about the area. I've never been to this side. And I think I put a pet in there, even though I don't have to declare Django as a pet. I just wanted people that were pet friendly. So I get this, it says it's 5 minutes drive to the beach. So it's not right on the beach, but it's in this beautiful jungle environment, which I love, and monkeys and toucans and all that. So I was excited.
Yeah, and the
pictures look nice.
The pictures look nice, and there was a pool in your pictures.
Yeah.
All right.
And we get there, and they are, first of all, you can talk about trying to get up the road to the place, and then I'll talk about the place itself.
We made a left into the jungle, just wide enough for our car to fit in, because it's thick jungle here. Mm-hmm. I did not. I'm blown away still that we're in this. And you're driving up the road, and the GPS pin gets closer and closer and closer, and off to the right, there's this hill that straight goes like 45-degree angle up, and it had rained that day. And we don't see the hotel, so it must be at the top of this hill.
Yeah.
So
it says like 400 meters more.
Yeah, no surprise.
200 meters more.
No surprise. I made it about 10 feet above that road and then just slid down. I couldn't make it up. So we have to carry all our stuff to the top of the hill, and you volunteered to walk to the top of the hill.
Yeah. And I was thinking, okay, we're going to have to park at the bottom and lug all our stuff up here, or maybe they've got a little vehicle they can shuttle us back and forth or something. But I walk in, and it doesn't look like what I booked. It doesn't have the vibrancy like the pictures showed, and it looked kind of run down, and they were digging a pool. So there was like a backhoe and like chainsaws or jackhammers or something going. That was our greeting.
It's like, is this a bad time? Can we come back? Yeah, they were deep in some projects, and she walked us to the room right across from the construction.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like a hotel.
Yeah.
It wasn't an Airbnb. When she said, we're going to do an Airbnb, I'm thinking, okay, Airbnb. No, this is a straight up hotel at the top of a jungle mountain.
Yeah. Yeah, it's listed on Airbnb like a little apartment. It's listed as an apartment. So anyway, so she moved us to the furthest one she could that had, I don't know, the things that we had requested, double. The bed was terrible.
There was like a box spring with a sheet over it.
It had, when I pulled the sheets off today, it had about a 1-inch thick little mattress, almost like you'd put in a crib.
Oh, was it on a box spring then?
Yes.
Oh my God, that was so uncomfortable.
Yeah. So terrible beds.
And it had a suicide shower. Tell our listeners what that is.
So a lot of places here have suicide showers. A suicide shower is where I think we've talked about this on the podcast, but where basically the on-demand water heater is in the head of the shower, and so there's an electrical component. So you see like this shower head, and then there's electrical
like duct
wires.
tape around electrical wires right above where water's coming out of the wall.
Yeah. But I remember reading a whole big thing about it, and that it's, the voltage and amperage or whatever is such that you're not going to get electrocuted. It'll just zing you if you're. And it did it to me today. I went up to change the temperature, and it was like, it feels like when you stick your finger on.
Yeah, I took a cold shower. There's no way I'm touching that thing.
You know how when you play the game Operation?
Yeah.
I don't know, that little tiny zzz, that's what it feels like.
Okay. Actually, I never hit the wall, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, yeah. It takes a very steady hand.
It takes a very steady hand. So I didn't love that hotel, and it had been long and hot, and the thing you don't say to your spouse after she does all these things to like book everything is, did you even look at the photos for this place? Like, where are we?
Like super accusatory, yeah.
Yeah, like, where did you take us? Yeah, it was pretty, surprisingly kind of expensive.
Yeah, for what we were getting, for sure.
$130 a night for that place.
No, it was less than that.
66.
Okay, well, it was less than that because I booked us, Monday,
all right, well,
Tuesday,
anyway.
Wednesday night.
It's still, whatever you paid, it was too much money.
Yeah, you're right. It was about 130.
Okay.
120 maybe.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I got more about the ants on Django. Keep going.
God, yes. Well, first of all, in their instructions it says pets are welcome. Please don't use our linens and stuff for your dog. And please, if you've been to the beach, because it's right across, right down from the beach, there's an outdoor shower. Like,
oh yeah.
Right? Like, please don't track a bunch of mud and stuff into the apartment. So we get back, we don't go to the beach. We just go on a long walk to dinner. We come back and we have to walk up that big hill because we were afraid to take the car out.
Yeah, but not to be able to get it back up.
Yeah, it was
so
like...
we walked everywhere.
Yeah, so we walked everywhere, which was fine. It's like a 15-minute walk to town. But we had come back up that muddy, rocky hill, and there was a portion of that walk where I could not avoid millions of ants. They were everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere I stepped, I couldn't get away from all the ants. Yeah. And Django was getting stung.
Started walking weird.
He started walking weird. He was like lifting up his back foot like he'd been bitten or stung by something. So he did not enjoy it.
So we get up to the room, open the slider, and he's covered in mud. His feet are muddy. I don't know about the ants yet. We don't know about the ants.
Right. Yeah,
and it's like bare bones in this room. One clean white sheet and a blanket, and one clean white sheet and a blanket.
Yeah.
And then a white floor.
Right.
And we open the slider, and we're like trying to prepare what to do. Well, Django, I swore, walks in and comes in, and I was like, get out of here. And I think I said, lay down, and he jumps on the bed. There's mud everywhere.
Yeah. Big old muddy paw prints.
I'm yelling at him.
Bed.
I said, go to your place. He jumps on the other bed. Then he gets on his bed. So now it's just mud everywhere, and I'm upset. And I noticed that it's not just mud. There's ants everywhere.
Yeah, he's covered in ants.
Wherever he is, he's covered in ants. Big soldier ants.
Yeah.
Little army ants. He's covered in ants. So I have to scoop all these ants up off the floor because they're so big they'd be like a crunch.
So you can't have that.
And you're washing them off of him, and he's getting bit. And yeah, welcome to the jungle, people.
Yeah, I took a Ziploc bag, filled it with warm water, put each foot in it, and reached in there and scrubbed his feet because poor thing. So he didn't like that. But then the other thing I was feeling badly about, okay, first of all, I know what it's like to be an Airbnb host when someone ruins your linens. That sucks, right? And so I was like, okay, if I soak these and soap them up right now, I should be able to get this mud out. So I took both sheets off the beds and took them into the shower, and I'm scrubbing them with soap just to hopefully get those paw prints out of there. And you're dealing with more ants, right? And then we both have to sleep on one uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, and the plastic pillows. Because it's so moist up here, for the pillows are not cloth around the fill or whatever it is.
Feathers. You don't want it to get moldy.
Down. Yeah, they're thick plastic, almost like shopping bags.
Yeah, so they have the regular pillow is in there, but it's a cover, like a pillow cover, so that your sweat doesn't get into the actual pillow. So yeah, it's like laying on a really thick shopping plastic. Yeah. And then there's of course a pillowcase over that, but it's slippery because it's plastic underneath. So your face ends up on the plastic. You feel like you're laying on a leather car seat.
All right. So from the first place when we walked down, we're almost to the end of this beach area in Manzanilla.
Playa Manzanilla.
And there's no sidewalk, of course, because we're in Costa Rica, and cars are zooming by, and it's pitch black. A whole bunch of cool spiders. We get down to the town beach area, and there's 2 restaurants open. One of them is the reggae restaurant, and then the other one was another restaurant we didn't make. Cocinas? Whatever.
Colores.
It's a little teeny tiny town. That's
it, yeah. A little bitty town.
Weird store, like grocery store. Mm-hmm. A couple bars, and a lot of dogs barking, and very,
just chill.
Just a chill
little
town. So then we walk back, the whole ant thing happens. And this morning we walked back into town.
Well, this morning we wake up, and at 8 o'clock sharp, they are they are digging the pool.
Okay. We're the only guests there, by the way.
We're the only guests in the whole place. And when you look over the balcony into the jungle, right below you is like this pile of dirt that they're
Yeah.
from the excavation.
Yeah.
So it just kind of ruins the vibe, right? You're trying to enjoy this like cool jungle surf shack place, and you get that. But they were so nice.
Yeah.
They brought our breakfast to the room without us even asking. They brought coffee to the room without us even asking. They offered us a ride because they saw us walking. And they were like, "Hey, we can drive you down there in the pickup truck." I mean,
That's
super
nice.
nice. Just, it wasn't ready. They weren't ready.
No,
Yeah.
that's all right. But we're in a nice place now.
Yeah.
We're up the road a little bit, and it's a cool little, almost like a tiny house, concrete house. It's a bedroom and then a living room / kitchen with a really cool pool that's attached. It's very small, quaint. I'll put pictures up in this podcast.
So many toucans around this place. So many toucans and orpandolas and, is that right?
I don't know.
Yeah, because I keep thinking pendulum, because their nests
Really
look
cool
like
basket nests,
yeah,
yes.
like these long pendulum nests. So
Tomorrow let's do some more checking out the area, checking out the beaches.
oh, the Italian place.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, gotta talk about the Italian place. So after lunch, or we had like a late breakfast, took a walk down to the national park entrance. We didn't go in because dogs aren't allowed, but there's a national park at the end, at the point there. It's this, like very southern point of Costa Rica. So then we came back and
Right next to Panama, kind of.
right, yeah, very close to like Boca del Toro, which is in Panama. So is Boca del Toro part of Costa Rica or Panama? I have to look that up. I don't know my geography. Anyway, it was you wanted an espresso or an affogato.
Yeah, we had about an hour to kill between the two Airbnbs. So I was looking for a place on the side of the road because they have those little pop-up shacks and stuff along the way. And of course, I can never turn down Italian. And I saw a little Italian restaurant we passed. And I thought, well, let's just get an espresso or something while we're waiting for this time to pass. And it's a hip happening place.
Yeah.
There's lots of people there. There's bikes parked out front. There's cars parked out front. And it's this quaint little cute place with a handwritten chalkboard. And it says in 3 different languages, today we are serving whatever we're making. Basically, you're going to eat what we're making. And this amazing dish comes out of the kitchen and gets served by these 2 people that turn out to be from Germany or France or something. And I said, what is that? And then they said, oh, he'll tell you. And the owner / waiter / dishwasher / cook
He was all of the things.
comes out, and he definitely had some caffeinated coffee.
Yeah.
He says, I speak 6 different languages, and this is my place, and I'm the cook, and
Yeah.
what's on the menu today.
What language do you want me to speak
What
to
language
you
do
in?
you want to speak? And he said, I've got 2 specials I'm making right now. And then we had a couple things, lasagna, which is Kendra's favorite. We ordered a beer and a wine, and then we never saw the guy again for about 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Because he was getting his butt kicked. And then pretty soon...
Yeah, he was the only one waiting
Yeah.
on the tables and cooking.
Yes, at one point he even came up to our table to take our order again, and then was like, I've already been here, and he left. But he was like working his butt off in the kitchen and doing the stuff too, and there were probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tables full.
Yeah.
And we had ordered those drinks. They never came until after we were done with dinner.
Yeah, because his wife
But
finally showed up.
His wife
remember?
finally showed up, and she was mad.
Yeah, she shows up. She was, immediately thrust into this overwhelm. Whose dog is this? Because Django was laying off to the right-hand side to stay out of the way. And she's trying to get the briefing from him and assess the situation. And he has the closed sign up, but people keep coming in up to the counter.
And they keep serving them.
Yeah, like, I don't want to sit down. I just want to buy bread and wine.
Okay.
But he's the cashier and the cook, and it was chaos. So the wife came and kind of rescued him, and she said she had just been driving like 4.5 hours or something.
Yeah.
So, and she walks into that. So,
Delicious.
yeah.
We didn't really need dinner after that.
Oh my gosh, it was really probably the best pasta I've had in a long time.
Yes.
Yeah?
A lot of hipsters there. A lot of young kids, a lot of young free yoga, writing in my journal kind of people.
Shout out to Emma. Yeah, there were a lot of young Emmas. and the male version of Emma. And then just a chill vibe. Everybody wants to talk to you. Nobody seems to be hurrying. And then tell them about the walk to the beach.
Oh, yeah. So part of the Airbnb, it says the gate code is this long digit code. And Kendra goes, well, where's the beach access? I don't know. And it doesn't say anywhere in the instructions. It just gives you a beach code. So we walk down the road and across the street, and there's nothing there. So then we just start walking towards the store. And out of the bushes, out of this ivy and all these
it's like
crazy
the secret
jungle,
garden,
the
right?
secret garden
There's this,
door, like Alice in Wonderland doors, right there with this old like rusty digital thing. She's like, do you think this could be it? I mean, that's random. I guess so. So we put in this digit code, and sure enough, it works.
Yeah.
So then we walk like a quarter of a mile, and there's another gate on the other side, and it opens right to this private beach. It was awesome, where all the monkeys were.
Yeah. The howler monkeys did not appreciate your presence.
No.
They did not.
Oh, the other thing about the Caribbean side is that dengue fever is over here, and mosquitoes are a lot worse over here. So,
allegedly, but I haven't seen one. Have you?
I got bit. I probably have the dengue.
I've gotten bitten by the little tiny no-see-ums, but I haven't seen a single mosquito. But I've been putting the DEET on.
Yeah, so I like it down here. I wouldn't mind coming back.
Yeah, it's very cool. Very cool vibe. Cahuita. We stopped at Cahuita.
That was cool.
Which is...
Too crowded.
Yeah, it was much more touristy, but it was like souvenir shops and bars and restaurants and coffee shops. And there's like a little national park on the beach there. So you had like a paid entrance park to get to a certain part of the beach. We saw a sloth that was in a tree by a restaurant. So, they put it there.
Yeah.
Right? And they keep it
It was
from
on the
going
umbrella.
anywhere. It was on the umbrella? No,
Yeah.
it was in a tree above the umbrella.
No, it was on the, we'll have to look at the picture, but
Okay.
it's on, the umbrella over a table, maybe under a tree, but I think the sloth itself was on the umbrella.
Okay.
That's why I thought, they probably did put it there.
No, I don't think so. I
All right.
think it's in a tree, but...
I'll post the picture.
Okay. I'll be redeemed. What do I get out of that if I'm right?
I don't know. I'll have to make something, dinner, something. All right, what else do we have going on?
We dropped our health coverage in the
Yes.
U.S. That's a big deal.
So the beginning of this podcast, this is a 2-part podcast, by the way.
Oh, right. That's right.
Yeah. The beginning of this podcast, we talked about how wonderful the health system was for us and that experience, and what a scary plunge to do to drop our health insurance in the United States. But we did it. We actually filled all the paperwork out and did it. So they're putting money away in an account that's like to credit for health insurance if we renew or get back at it again in the meantime. But now we're paying $36 a month for the family of the two of us, and then another additional one for ambulances.
So total coverage will be approximately $150 a month, $150.
Okay.
And it's not a full coverage plan. It's a discount plan. Like some stuff is fully covered, preventative things and testing, things like that. But like a surgery, you'll get a discount, a 30% discount. So then what is the 30% discount on what's the big number? So I checked, how much is a colonoscopy? I don't know how much that costs in the States.
Well,
but,
if they use one of those sponges in the hospital, that's at least $400 for the sponge.
right, yeah. So it's like everything is so expensive. So it was $450 for the colonoscopy and the anesthesiology. Anesthesiology.
There you go.
Anyway, we'll see how that goes. We just have to plan our any health emergencies to happen here.
Yeah.
No problems in the States.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So now that you've seen what happens to us on our 2-wheel drive vehicle, do you think it's worth having a 4-wheel drive vehicle over here just in case one?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, because I know that could mean more mechanical problems, just more mechanisms and more, right? Another drivetrain or however that works.
No,
Not the train, what is it?
yes, you're going to have differentials that are connected to the engine. You have to, there's a couple extra parts for 4x4 for sure. Is it worth it? Yes.
Yeah.
Is it worth it in San Jose, California? No.
Yeah.
Unless you go to the snow a lot.
Yeah, because if you want to be able to go to some of the more remote places or to,
Well, because the gradients here, they have no laws or rules. They can make it any gradient you want.
They might have laws, we don't know, but it doesn't seem
Yeah.
like it's very well managed. Yeah.
You can go up, you can go straight up or straight down.
Yeah.
And a lot of cars don't have the power or the grip for that.
Right. Which is why you see a lot of just very basic beater cars.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of like fancy cars driving around.
Well, you do. Like you see the big Range Rovers and.
Yeah.
Oh, a lot more scooters and like no helmets and people just screaming down the highway with electric bikes and.
Babies in a baby Bjorn.
Yeah.
Right?
Baby Bjorn. Baby doesn't have a helmet on. Mom doesn't either. It's fine.
Yeah.
But I see a lot of people on vacation or expats here.
Yeah. A lot.
Really, the locals. I haven't seen that many locals, except maybe the people that are working, like in the work trucks or something once in a while. But all of the traffic seems to be tourists.
Yeah.
Young Emma clones.
Yeah. And I've seen some, of all ages actually. But yeah, very interesting. I wonder why. It seems like a place
Probably
that would
more
be a lot
hostels.
of hostels. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you get that Caribbean vibe. So if you're doing a tour of Costa Rica, you want to get to both coasts probably.
I think if I were of that age, I'd rather hang out in a place like this. Mm-hmm. Ours is a lot more bustling and busy.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
And open and hot. Well, it's hotter here.
Yeah.
It's hotter here. It's deceiving. More open, like a lot more sunshine, I guess, in our house. This is a lot darker here because there's so much trees and jungles.
Yeah, that's true.
But there's spiders. Oh my God, they're everywhere. Just if you stop along the road that we were walking down today, it takes us a long time because there's so much life, terrifying and regular life, to your left and your right. The spiders are layered over each other, all those golden orb spiders. Mm-hmm. And then I saw something that didn't, because everything's green here, and I saw something burgundy. And I looked at it carefully. It was a giant grasshopper that was burgundy with a big black eye.
Yeah, big. It's probably 2 inches long.
Yeah, way too big. No, I think it was bigger than 2 inches.
Mm-hmm.
I think 2 inches of it was showing.
Oh, yeah.
It's a big one. We didn't see its legs or the big wings in the back. And when we were walking down the road last night, we saw little crabs.
Yep. We've seen poison dart frogs.
Yeah.
And we've seen agouti, 2 quadrimundis.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
But man, Sanjeev, when you said it looks different, I was not expecting 600 feet of jungle on either side of a road for miles and miles and miles.
Yeah. Django has been absolutely out cold. Out cold. We didn't have any jumping on the furniture incidents at this house. That was a surprise. But he has his own bed, and he hasn't moved since after dinner.
No.
He's tired. A lot of walking today.
Yes. So more to follow for tomorrow, and I will put in this podcast all of the howler monkey sounds and the bird sounds and some photos and some video if we have it. And
Dude, can we talk about howler monkeys for a second, though?
Yeah.
Howler monkeys have the most terrifying sound.
Yeah.
In the jungle. It sounds
As an explorer, I would think we were about to be eaten by a giant dinosaur.
Yeah. Sounds like they're all roaring. Like a roar. Yeah. It is trippy, and they all kind of harmonize together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they're tiny. They're not very big.
They're not very big, but the hyoid bone in your throat, the hyoid bone of a howler monkey or the male, they're giant. And you get this resonance that when they go, I think it's one of the loudest calls there is.
I think you're right.
It can go for like a mile or something.
Yeah, it is trippy. Can you imagine the European settlers that came and, conquered the indigenous
We're leaving.
here? Yeah. Right?
Get in the boat.
Do you think there's anything that sounds even remotely like that in Spain?
No.
At that time?
No, yeah. And they are cool.
How big do you think he is? Like 2 inches?
Got that recorded. Good job.
Big old spider. There he is. Another one there. Another one there. All right. We'll check in with you soon, everybody.
Yes.
All of our listeners.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.